Candace Owens just called Nick Fuentes a fat. I mean, it was over Nick Fuentes downplaying the Epstein files. I mean, like, come on, Nick, why are you down stuff? Like, you know it's pedophilia. Anyway, let me play the clip for y'all so we can dissect
that. However, Nick Fuentes is going to explain why actually that's not pedophilia. Take a listen.
This whole pedo thing, it's like, is it really pedophilia? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really pedophilia, okay? They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take, but that's not really the issue there, okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's pedophilia. Okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a Jewish spy probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence.
Honestly, this is a time where it is appropriate to say this.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Agree. I watched clips. Just stop right there. Why? Why are we always here in society for no reason? How easy is it not to do that? Okay. Not to try to use some technicality, which, by the way, who do you think is in control of these definitions, by the way? I mean, they are changing the definition of what it means to be a girl and a boy right now. So if you can find, well, look at this definition. Technically, if the person is 11, if the person's not under 5, who cares if they're prepubescent? The point is not pedophilia. We're just, we've expanded the definition. We're constantly expanding and changing definitions to confuse people against common sense, okay? If you are sexually interested in prepubescent children, you're a pedophile. How about that? Is that easy? Thumbs up? Cool? We good? And what is just so remarkable to me, and like I said, I've been fine with him doing his thing. Obviously, he's a federal informant. It's ridiculous for people that don't understand that. It's ridiculous that people just keep following him despite the overwhelming evidence. I mean, this guy took a meeting with Dan Wilkes' partner after years of screaming about Ben Shapiro and talking about Israel. And all. He took a meeting with Defend Texas Liberty and Ferris Wilkes' partner and pitched, they actually, one reporter got documents, was pitching to sell the data of his followers. And people were like, that's fine. He led people into a Capitol with a bullhorn and said, ignore police, storm the barriers, as if he had fed instructions. And we know for a fact he was informed the night before by Milo Yiannopoulos that the feds were going to beat, that there was some Fed trap happening. And despite that, he went with a bullhorn. He didn't just attend, he had a bullhorn and he's telling people to storm and he doesn't get arrested. And his lawyer wants to go off record when he's asked directly about whether or not he is a federal informant. It's been so in your face and obvious. The ridiculous, I just got $250,000 in Bitcoin from France from a guy who's killed himself and published a letter 24 hours after he was dead because he set it on a timer and it's in perfect English. And anybody who's ever been to France, French people don't speak perfect English. They are not writing a letter in English, even if they speak perfect English. It's just been so absurd that it offends my senses. It offends my sensibility that people have been following him. This is a Glee Club kid, okay? He's dramatic. I like Nick Fuentes clips. Like I like watching Real Housewives clips. And this is, by the way, the problem, as I've said, that heterosexual men cannot continue to follow theater boys. This is actually an illness in our society, is that people who are playing the part of men and are actually at their core theater boys and want to go to Congress and want to have platforms and would never fight wars, they are, for whatever reason, being listened to by actual men. This was just unbelievable to me that the statement was made and you couldn't see that it was going to end here. Of course, this is what happens. This is what happens when you elect or you decide that you're going to follow people who don't like women. That's the reality. They don't like women.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is, bro, Nick Fuentes is kind of wild for that claim, but to say that he's a fad because of it, I mean, if people are gonna crack jokes online, that's the main thing they're probably gonna call Nick is a fad because come on, bro, people can't wait to call Nick a fad. But I mean, I really feel like he's trying to piss people off. He does this the best, like piss people off, bring light to his channel, and also like I really feel like it's the beginning of the year, and Nick is just trying to make sure his show is up and running. I mean, that's the only explanation for me for him.
No one's arguing
For him
about
taking this
Jeffrey Epstein.
stance right here on this topic is crazy because, boy, what are you talking about? That's not really pedophilia. Like, do you have any girlfriends that you're looking at that might be around that age? Come on, don't tell me you do, bro. I really feel like Nick has an important role to play in politics or as a politic commentator, especially to help the Republican Party because Trump is doing his thing. The midterms are upon us, and I feel like that's why Nick Fuentes is saying this shit because, like, if we take a look back at this, like some old clips of Nick Fuentes' stance on things, especially with the pedophilia, when the Epstein file stuff got brought back up, and Trump wasn't trying to, like, he was like, "Well, you guys still asking about the Epstein files? You guys must be stupid. You guys are working for the right." And Nick Fuentes basically bashed Trump for that. And, for him to say that the Epstein files is not really that big of a deal, basically that's what he's saying. It's crazy because, bro, like a lot of victims came out and spoke. Even if like look, bro, it's already bad that they had these kids giving them massages and shit. That is crazy. You had fucking 16-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls giving massages to 60-year-old man. That's outrageous. That's diabolical, bro. Like for real. Hairy ass body. You know what I mean? Like what a 60-year-old man. Well, if you don't know what fuck that look like, well, just a hairy motherfucker. You just look like a fucking yo. Life is beautiful. It's good to age. It's good to age and grow. But that don't like if you go mess with a woman that's around your age or let's say 5 years younger than you, but around your age, because 5 years younger than you could be also like wild if a lot of people don't know what the fuck how to use their brain. But anyway, chat, appreciate y'all checking out the video. Like, I really don't think niggas. I mean, like, it looked like he might have took that check, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel on that, bro. Appreciate y'all checking out. Appreciate y'all taking the time out y'all day to check out the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna be back with some new content. I'm out.